A day in a life as a politically aware STEM students.
Today, there have been recent news about rallies and protesters, and one is even scheduled on September 21, that's Sunday. And if you're wondering why people are going berserk with making rallies out to the street, it's because of the recent anomalies with the taxpayers' money going anywhere but being used for the people. You know, if you're a politically aware person too, you'd actually know. Now, the protest will happen at the Rizal Park. It will happen on the exact date of the martial law anniversary. But did you know that before this acts of protest, there have been several rallies born before it? And one of the most significant impacts today is the first People's Power Revolution on February 22 to 25 of the year 1986.
Come with me in discovering the Philippine history that gave us Filipinos a strong sense of pride after performing a bloodless revolution and showing the world the true power of democracy. But first, what is EDSA? The Epifanio de los Santos Avenue, or EDSA, is a major highway in Metro Manila named after the prominent historian and scholar Epifanio de los Santos. Within EDSA are major transportation infrastructures like the EDSA Carousel, a busway, and the Metro Rail Transit Line 3 or MRT3, large commercial establishments like SM North EDSA, and key government buildings and landmarks. It also serves as a major thoroughfare connecting cities within Metro Manila, including Caloocan, Quezon City, San Juan, Mandaluyong, Makati, and Pasay. The road itself is currently undergoing a significant rehabilitation project to upgrade its pavement and make it a more commuter and pedestrian-friendly. But EDSA is not just a simple avenue. It glows with history.
The true empowerment of democracy was exhibited by its successful efforts to oust a tyrant without tolerance for violence and bloodshed. Prayers and rosaries, shortened by faith, was the only weapon that the Filipinos used to recover their freedom from President Ferdinand Marcos' iron hand. The Epifanio de los Santos Avenue, or EDSA, where the peaceful demonstration was held on that fateful day. It was a day that gathered all Filipinos in unity with courage and faith to prevail democracy in the country. It is the power of the people who assembled in EDSA that restored the democratic Philippines and ending the oppressive Marcos regime. Hence, it came to be known as the People Power Revolution.
But really, what made our dear country folks do a bloodless yet powerful revolution against President Marcos Jr.? Here's why. The revolution was the result of the long-oppressed freedom and the life-threatening abuses executed by the Marcos government, to cite several events like human rights violations since the tyrannical martial law proclamation in 1972. Assassinations were like a TikTok trend. It was rampant and you could hear it everywhere. Killing wasn't something a child could be innocent about during his reign. Anyone wants to go against with him or the government, dead.
The people were scared, but they weren't cowards. Filipinos endured what was happening inside the country, but that wasn't until Senator Benigno Aquino Sr. was shot and killed at the airport on August 21, 1983, upon his return in the Philippines after his exile in the United States. And that's how the first People Power Revolution happened. It was bloodless, yes, but the event before that, the cause of the revolution, it was brutal. It was anything but bloodless. And if you're asking what's the impact of that revolution, why should we know it was already buried in the past? Simple, because it saved us in so many ways.
First, the 1987 Philippines Constitution, which is still in effect today, was a direct result of EDSA. It put safeguards against dictatorship, strengthened human rights protections, and introduced checks and balances across government branches. Second, EDSA proved that ordinary citizens, through unity and peaceful protest, could influence political change. This inspired stronger rules for the church, media, and civil organizations in governance and accountability.
The most significant impact was the peaceful removal of Ferdinand Marcos from power and restoration of democratic institutions. It ended more than 20 years of authoritarian rule and re-established the regular election and term limits for leaders. People are moving again to hold everyone connected to corruption accountable. We cannot play deaf. We shouldn't close our eyes and pretend like we are blind. If history shouldn't be repeated itself, let it be the moment where Filipinos open their eyes and fight for justice.
And that's the end of this video. Be aware, be political, be politically aware. This is your politically aware STEM students, and let's meet again next time.